Bonjour, je suis Martine Brisson. Welcome. I just did it in French and for a second I didn't remember which language I was supposed to speak. Sorry about that. So, welcome. Today I want to speak about or talk about fear, love or fear. Which one is winning for you at the moment? Because right now, lots of people live from a state of fear because they watch news or with the strange thing that is going on at the moment. But the thing is, fear, real fear, is when we're in real danger. Like, let's say I go for a walk in the woods and I come across a grizzly or a bear. Grizzlies are worse than bears, but let's say I come across one of those. Well, it'll be normal that I'll be in fear. But let's face it, most of our fears are made up. Most of our fear are made up from our own thinking, right? We don't have a choice about what we think about. But what we do have a choice is which thought we entertain. So, like I said, we live in a funny times and lots of fear, and that's what we hear a lot about fears. But lots of people choose to live from a state of love. Same circumstances for everyone. Now, I saw a video a few months back. There was a street in the UK, and at a appointed time, everybody in the street will go out and dance to a certain tune. No, somebody that I know, she lives in a place where there's lots of older people that live around where she lives. And when the lockdown started, she asked around who will need help at that time, and she could do little things for them, shop for them, or grocery or whatever. And she met people that she has never met before and made great friendship out of that. So we can live in a. There was somebody else who had a business and decided to switch his business around um, so he can still employ his employees while still helping the community. So we can live from fear or from love. The choice is ours. Like I said, we have no choice of what we're thinking, but we have a choice of which one we entertain. Because once you entertain the thought of fear, we just go in that train of thoughts, and it just goes round and round, more fear, more fear, more fear. But when we pause, we can pause at any time because we're all human beings, right? We can pause at any time, allow our mind to quiet down. And then, as we always connected to our true self, we can have something new and fresh coming along. But we don't have to believe every one of our thoughts. Like when I started those little vlogs, actually I've been doing that for a long time. And my other business, I've been doing that for I think I did 80 or 90 of them. And then I stopped for a couple of years and I just restarted them. I could stop myself out of fear. what if I say the what if I say the wrong thing, or what people will think of me? What if people don't agree with what I'm saying? I could have lived from that limited space. But the thing is, what I'm doing right now, just to share a message of hope in a sense, that's the only thing I can do. And I can only share for what is true for me. You might agree with me, you might not agree with me, but I can only share from a place of love and of hope for humanity in a sense. But I cannot stop myself for living, out of fear. Actually, I need fear of public speaking, so probably it helps. Same thing with the little message of interviews, a little message of hope interviews. Why I started them is because I wanted to counteract the media. Now, the media was anxiety, 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 fear, 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 COVID, COVID, COVID. And I said, well, no, there's more to life than that. And that's why I started those little message of interviews, message of hope interviews. And then I said, oh, well, I'll ask people if they want to play along. And I ask people that I knew, people that I've met through training or conferences and stuff like that, if they want to play along. And everybody said yes. And then it's, oh, maybe I can ask big names in the three principles. And you know what? I said, the worst they can say is no. I asked, they said yes. So we can choose to live from a very special, how can I say that? Very limited way of living. And we can choose to embrace life fully, no? Because what we're fearful of is the unknown, really. We will always, in a sense, live from the unknown. Because this unknown can bring fear and worry, but we're always connected to a bigger wisdom, deeper wisdom that our little self. And when we, like I said, we quiet down and live from love. There's lots of writing about love and fear, right? I think it's Elizabeth Kubler-Ross who said something that when we live in a place of love, we cannot be in fear because both cannot live at the same place at the same time. Course of Miracles also says that only love is real. All else is a call for love. Um, so if you look at your life, on which side of the equation are you living your life from? Are you living from love or are you living from fear? If you're living from fear, what does it look like? Does it feel like? And when you're living from love, what does it look like? How does it feel like? What's the difference? What's different about it? Something you can explore the next few days. So that's all I have to say to you, and we'll tell you, and well, we'll catch you next week. Cheers.